Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Make sure if you're not subscribed, you stop right now what you're doing, subscribe to my channel. Make sure you check out the last two videos that I did post. I try to be creative and just kind of post different things that may be a little bit entertaining, but also something that I was already doing on a daily. So yeah, that's that. I am doing this video of me reviewing the lens that I use during the weekend of November the 7th. So I rented the lens from Lens Rental. So this is the box that it comes in. Whenever you rent a package, this is what you get. And then of course, you have to ship it back in the same box. You have to put everything back in order. So they give you this case that they put it in. So this is what the lens comes in whenever you rent. I rented from them before a camera, and I tested it out to see if I like it. It was just a 90D at the time. Didn't really know what camera to try out, but now that I know about some cameras, I'm like, oh, I might, have to try out some cameras. But I already have a second camera now. I actually purchased it from another photographer. It's the 6D, Canon 6D. So far, I love it. It's not like my 80D, touchscreen and things like that, but it gets the job done. That's actually what my boyfriend Emmanuel shoots with when he practice second shooting with me in sessions. He actually uses it, and he gets some amazing pictures out of it. I use it on some detail shooting and got some amazing pictures out of it. So it's just honestly how you set the settings on any camera and how you choose to make it work. It's not the camera, it's the person behind the camera. So this is what it comes in. Let's get back to this review. This is what the lens comes in, or the camera comes in. Pretty simple. So you just snap this open. When you open it, you have this right here. So pretty much it has a case and everything. So I did get the protection plan. I did have a code that I use, so make sure you sign up for their email list if you decide that you want to rent from them. Make sure you get on their email list because they do send out codes. Hint, hint. So initially I was gonna pay I want to say $130 for this, or $100 and something. I know it was $100 and something. But it actually went down to being $80 for seven days of rental. I'm telling you, sign up for that email list. So yeah, of course, this is how everything comes. And then of course you have this right here on top. They give you instructions. They give you tape to tape the box back up. They give you the shipping label. They give it all to you. You cannot beat that. Seriously. But this is the lens. I rented the Canon 35. I think this is a 1.4. Yeah, I think this is a 1.4. Yeah, it's a 1.4. I kind of wanted to test it out before I actually purchased it, to make sure that if I invest in this lens, because I've been talking about investing in this lens for the longest. I have the 50 and I have the 85. And then of course I have the kit lens that come with the camera. I've actually used the kit lens occasionally when I need to. If it's the 50 and the 80 can't give me what I need to give, what it needs to give in that moment, I'll go ahead and voila, pop out that zoom lens and get the job done. It may not be the same quality, but it gets the big picture. So once again, it's not the camera, it's not the lens, it's the person behind the camera. So I rented the 35 because I was I want to test it out. I have these ugly location minis coming up, and most likely I'll use this for more of a lifestyle sessions and things like that. So I was like, let's try it out, you know, let's have some fun with it. And here we are. So I tried it out. Actually turning this back in tomorrow. But I wanted to, of course, do a review before I did turn it back in. But I love it. It's amazing. It gives amazing quality. Would I invest in this lens like right now? Lens at this very, very moment. I might give it about 2 to 3 more months before I actually officially say, okay, Shanivia, you're going to invest in this lens. It's going to make you more money, and you're going to make triple as much as you did to spend money on this lens. So let's put out there. The lens, if depending on which brand you get, where you get it from, how you decide to get it, right? So if you buy it used, I want to say it was only $100 cheaper, right? I want to say it was probably, I don't have it on hand with me, but I want to say it was probably about $5 something if it was used. If you buy it straight, like I think the Sigma Canon, no, so the Sigma 35, I think 1.4, or was it 1.8? It was one of the two. I can't remember. But I'll make sure to put it, you know, tag it below so that you guys can see the prices. But I want to say that lens was about $680 something. When I looked up the Canon 35, it was $600 even. So I've been thinking to myself, like, I think I might go, if I do invest in this lens. I've heard good things about the Sigma 35, and I've heard good things about the Canon 35. Would I need to probably try out the Sigma 35? Probably so. Would the brands probably make a difference in this case? Probably not. So all of my lenses, I guess it just depends on you as a photographer, what you're really willing to pay, what you're willing to invest in. Like my 50, like I got the Canon 50, I think I got the 1.8, and I love it. It gets the job done. I used that lens, I want to say for about 7 months before I brought the 85. And then I got the 85. The 85 was actually way much cheaper than what I thought it would be. I really thought it was going to be over $400. It was not. It was like $327, I think, if I'm not mistaken. $327, and you got the protection and all of that. And I was like, oh, this wasn't that bad. But when I first got that lens, y'all, yeah, that's a matter of fact, that's another video for another day, because I have to explain like every lens, because each one has its way of making your image come to life, right? But of course, the 35 was worth it. The investment was worth it. So like renting it for 7 days, I'm glad that I did, because for one, I get to know what it really means to shoot with the 35. Like you hear a lot of people say they love the 35, and I'm just like, I really want to experience this, okay? I really want to experience what y'all are experiencing. So of course, me being me, I gotta rent it because I need to know. So I rented it, opened it up. I was like, oh, this thing heavy. Okay, like would I want to walk around with this lens being this heavy, like on my camera? Like this is heavy. Like my little 50 and 85, like my 85 is like right here. Y'all know what the 85 look like probably. I don't know. But like it's light compared to this 35. This 35 is heavy. But this is everything that comes with the lens, right? So they give you a case to put it in to keep it protected, of course. You take the lens out. You have the lens cap. So of course you see that. Then you have the lens hood. So you have this little excellent part right here that you can kind of like push in. Boom. Turn. Take this off, right? So now you see the full effect of the 85. It looks like a coffee mug. Like, I don't know if y'all seen my little coffee mug, but I have a coffee mug that's this size. Looks just like the 35. Random, I know. But this is how the 35 looks without the lens hood on it, everything, right? So initially seeing the lens hood like this just to keep it in place. So you see it like this. But to help with sunlight and shade and all the other good stuff, you add this on there and you have this. So it's amazing. I actually loved it. I used it the entire weekend actually. So I used it for the soccer team. I used it for the ugly location minis, and I also used it for myself, like for my own self. Did I use it as much as I really wanted to use it? No. Like, I initially had this whole plan in my head that on Saturday, after I did my sessions, I was going to get dressed up because I have to shoot content for myself. So I was like, I'm going to get dressed up. I'm going to have my boyfriend take content pictures of me so I can have it on my own page, but we're going to use the 35. But I did not do that. Life happens sometimes, so you don't always do things that you say you're going to do, right? But I plan on renting it again just to be on the safe side, just to know for sure, like, Shanavia, you're going to purchase this before I actually purchase it. So that's that. To give it a rating, let's say, I want to say out of a 10, I would say an 8. But right now, I would have to say that my 85, at this very moment until I get to shoot with this a lot more, like if I rent it again and love it, then yes. But as of right now, I would have to say that my 85 is going to forever be my baby. My 85 is my favorite. It gets the job done. It makes me happy. It gets the pictures, the quality that I want. It gets the in-depth that I want. Like, I don't know how to explain it. But I think for right now, I think I'm going to take a step back from purchasing the 35 and tell myself, okay, give it one more shot as far as renting the lens before you purchase the lens. It's just my opinion. Shot with my 85. Like, if it's a one-person session, or if it's a session where it's not that many people around and it's just me and the client, then I'll use my 85. If it's just me, if it's me, the client, and a whole bunch of people around, I'm using my 50 because I don't want to be too far away from my subject, right? The 35, I actually did not have to be that far away from it. So that's a good thing, honestly. Like, I think that's where it would replace the 85 in a sense. Like, I would still use my 85, but then I will also use the 35 when I don't want to be that far away from my subject. Now, my 50 will always be my baby for details. Like, the 50 is not going anywhere. It's going to stay there. But my 85, I would have to say, would probably just be my baby for right now, for about a good 2 to 3 more months until I can rent this bad boy again and know for sure I'm going to invest in this. So yeah, that's that. That's how I feel about my rental that I did, the lens that I tried out. So far, it took good pictures, yes. But is it something that I really need at this very moment? No. So as a photographer, if you are a photographer and you're watching this, please, 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 this is gonna always be my thing. Please, 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 rent if possible to see if you like something before you actually purchase it. That is the best advice I can give you as a photographer. If you're wanting to invest in a camera, if you're wanting to invest in a lens, whatever you're looking to invest in, I say rent it before you buy it. That's it, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my review. If you like the reviews, if you like me talking about the photography gear, wanting to know more information about my photographer gear, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like. Follow me on social media at all 3 platforms. Well, all 3 social medias on Instagram. Facebook is, of course, Shanavia Bates Photography or Shanavia Bates. I do have a Pinterest, Shanavia Bates. TikTok, I think it's S Bates Photos. What else? There's so many social medias. Like, I can't even keep up. I think Twitter is Shanavia_Bates. Yeah. Just follow me. I'll put it all down in the description. Make sure you follow me. Bye.